Peggy. Haven't seen you for a long time.
Hello, Adam. Hoss.
Hi, Peggy. What you doing?
Waiting for my daddy.
Is that right? He's been away again?
Yes, but he's coming home today. He wrote me a letter and told me so.
You been waiting out here long?
Since morning. But he'll be along any time now. I bet you before I can count to 100.
100? You're not gonna do any skipping, are you?
No skipping, not one number.
Peggy, we'll see. We gotta go mend some fences.
Right, bye.
So long.
Bye, sweetie. Get up. Get up.
Shortcut home through the Ponderosa. That is, if you land barons don't mind.
Well, I don't reckon we land barons mind.
Especially today, seeing as how you've got such a welcoming committee waiting for you.
That ever-loving wife of mine.
I was talking about Peggy. We passed your place a while back. She's out there waiting for you all by herself.
Well, thanks, friend. In that case, I'm glad I took the shortcut. Can't leave my favorite girl waiting. No, sir.
I hope he knows what he's doing.
Ah, come on, boy. You afraid a little jump? Now, you can make it.
He's dead.
98, 99, 100. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Sorry.
Laura?
Adam? You been here long?
No, just stopped by to say hello.
Oh.
If you're heading home, I'll walk along with you.
4 months, and I still can't adjust.
Now you be a very good little girl and go back to sleep. Shut your eyes. Now. And maybe when you wake up,
Hello, Peggy.
Peggy.
I thought it was Daddy. I thought you were bringing Daddy home.
Bringing Daddy home. Is she still waiting for him?
She's just a child.
What did you tell her about Frank?
He's gone on a long, long trip.
Laura, that was 4 months ago.
Well, that's all she's prepared to understand just now. Would you like a cup of coffee? That is, if you're not in too much of a hurry.
No, I'm not in that much of a hurry.
Adam, I'm so glad you came by. You're the first person that Peggy and I've seen, well, in quite a while.
Well, I don't think that's very good, Laura. I think you ought to get out more. See people.
I know, Adam, and I will before long.
As a matter of fact, the reason I came by is having a spring roundup dance Saturday night. So why don't you come?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
Well, I appreciate you asking me, but...
Laura, it'd do you good. Now, why don't you just pick out the gayest dress you've got and come on to the dance, huh? Why not?
Well, I might, Adam. I just might.
Hey, hold on there. What's your hurry? Mother's gonna have a cup of coffee with me. Why don't you get yourself a glass of milk and join us? Then we could have a kind of coffee milk tea party.
Peggy, I'm glad you came in. I was about to give Adam some coffee.
I suggested that she get a glass of milk and join us. Then we could have had a coffee milk tea party. But she didn't think it was very funny.
Well, I think that's a good idea. Peggy, go and get yourself a glass of milk from the kitchen.
I still can't get over the way she looked when she come running out there and discovered that I wasn't her father. Laura, I really don't think you're being fair.
Really, Adam, she is my daughter. And I do think I know what's best for her.
Of course. Sorry.
Get out of that chair.
Peggy.
Get out of it. That's my daddy's chair. Get out, get out.
Peggy, what's gotten into you?
Don't you ever sit there again.
Now, you stop it.
No,
You apologize.
no.
Peggy, you go to your room. Adam, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, Laura. Besides, I've got to get along.
I really don't know what's gotten into her.
I think I understand. What about the dance Saturday night? Now, what time shall I pick you?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
As long as you don't change your mind. I think it'll do you good.
And who's he?
Well, he's an old friend of Mrs. Dayton. Adam Cartwright. One of the Cartwrights.
They're important around here?
You don't know much about this territory, do you? Why, the Cartwrights, they practically own most of Nevada. Outright.
Don't say so. And he's a very good friend of Mrs. Dayton's. Drive me back to town.
You said you wanted to visit Mrs. Dayton.
I've changed my mind.
What?
Mommy, I'm sorry.
Please.
But I said I'm sorry.
Just go to your room.
You wouldn't go to a party without Daddy, would you? Well, would you?
I told you he's away on a long, long trip.
But he is coming back just like he promised, isn't he?
Yes.
Daddy always keeps his promises. He always did. So we just have to wait, Mommy. We just have to wait.
She told Peggy he was on a long trip. Boy, I don't understand that. Frank's dead.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to do. Tell a child that her father's dead. Particularly for someone as young as Laura. Well,
You know, granted she's young, but she's still the child's mother.
I remember when I had to tell you that your mother was dead. Hardest thing I ever had to do.
I'm not saying it's an easy thing. The longer she waits, the harder it's gonna be. It's not doing Peggy any good. It's not doing her any good. So I think we ought to help him.
That's why I think you were right in asking her to come to the party.
Yeah? If she comes.
That's a party dress, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're going to that dance.
Yes.
You're going with Adam.
Peggy, it's just a party. I've arranged with Mrs. Walden to stay with you on Saturday night while I'm gone. Peggy, if you don't want me to go to the party, I won't go.
You do what you want to, Mommy.
I could use a refill. Just, don't tell my wife.
Well, why don't you stand where I'm standing, Walt?
Oh, that's what I call punch with a punch. What's in it?
Oh, the old Cartwright formula.
Oh? Seems to me that the Cartwrights have the formula for just about everything.
Yeah, seems so.
I haven't danced in so long I can't get my breath.
Oh, you want some air?
Oh, yes. And let's go out where it's cool.
Nice party.
Yeah, where's little Joe?
Oh, he's in the kitchen helping Hop Sing whip up some more of this punch.
What about Adam? Where's he?
Well, Adam just went outside with Laura Dayton.
Ain't that just like his family? Little Joe out playing with the punch and Adam out playing the moonlight while I do all the work.
Now, hold on there, boy. What work have you been doing?
Dancing, boy. I've been dancing up a storm. I'm plumb tuckered out.
Have some punch.
This is much better.
Yes, it is.
Right here.
Right here?
Right here is the freshest air on the Ponderosa.
You're right, Adam. It's perfect. And the whole evening has been perfect. Oh, I'm so glad you thought of inviting me.
May I have this dance? I'm glad you decided to come, Laura. For a while there, I thought you were going to change your mind.
I almost did. I was afraid Peggy wouldn't understand.
Well, there's no reason she shouldn't want you to enjoy yourself.
And I am, Adam. Oh, I'm having such a wonderful time.
Are you? Are you really?
Yes, I am. And I'm so grateful to you. I'm so very grateful. And what are we doing?
I believe it's called kissing.
But we shouldn't, Adam. We shouldn't.
Was it that bad?
No, you don't understand.
Well, what's wrong, Laura?
Adam, please take me home.
Home? The party's just begun.
I want to go home now. I have a terrible feeling that something's wrong with Peggy.
Well, Mrs. Wilton is with her, isn't she?
Please, Adam.
All right, Laura.
I'll get my wrap. My bed, you have to promise to go right to sleep.
All right, Mommy.
That's a good girl. I'll be up in a minute and tuck you in.
Everything all right?
She's fine now.
What was wrong?
Oh, she had a nightmare. I'm so glad I came home.
Well, couldn't Mrs. Walton have handled it?
Well, it's not the same thing, Adam. Adam, you just don't understand.
You know, that's twice you've said that tonight. Now, just what is it that I don't understand?
About Peggy. About how I'm trying not to hurt her. How I'm trying to protect her and shield her from pain.
Do you really think allowing her to believe that her father is coming back is shielding her from pain?
What do you want me to do? Make her forget her father?
I just want you to tell her the truth.
Well, when she's older. Not now.
Laura, I know you love Peggy, maybe too much. But just because she's a child doesn't mean that you should underestimate her. Children do adjust to the problems of life and death. I know. I had to when I was a child.
Well, I can't.
Why not? Why can't you?
Don't. Please, Adam. Please, leave me alone.
You know, I understand what's wrong with Peggy. But I don't understand what's wrong with you, Laura.
I can't discuss it now. I have to go upstairs to Peggy. She needs me.
I know that's what I've been trying to tell you all evening. Good night.
Mommy, are you coming to bed, Mommy? Mommy?
Mr. Cartwright?
Ma'am?
You are Adam Cartwright.
That's right. Can I help you?
I think perhaps you can. I was waiting in town to see you, but I decided to come out here.
Well, what's on your mind?
Frank Dayton and his wife. I understand that you're what they call a very good friend of Mrs. Dayton.
Excuse me, I don't quite follow you.
Well, just before he died, I loaned Frank Dayton $500.
Why are you telling me all this?
I don't particularly want to embarrass Mrs. Dayton, and I thought that you, as a good friend, might intercede for me.
I see. Why don't you talk to Mrs. Dayton yourself?
Would you like me to tell Mrs. Dayton that her husband and I were going away together? That he was sick and tired of her? That all he wanted was to take his daughter with him. Peggy, I think her name is. That's why I loaned him the $500.
And he was going to take Peggy away from her mother just like that.
I've told you. He didn't think much of her, and she of him, for that matter.
Well, how do you know all this?
Here's the last letter she wrote him, in which she told him so. Would you like to read it? I'll tell you what, Mr. Cartwright. If you can make arrangements for my loan to be repaid, there's no need for me to tell Mrs. Dayton anything about this. And I'll throw in that letter as a bonus.
All right. Right in the town. I'll make the arrangements.
Thank you. You're a very understanding gentleman.
Where did you get it? From a woman?
That's right. I got it from a woman.
Always a woman. He thought so little of me, he even shared my letters with them.
Well, she's gone back, and you have the letter.
Did you read it?
Yes, I did.
Oh. I'm sorry, Adam. You've been so kind and tried so much to help.
I'd still like to help.
I'm afraid it's too late now. You did read the letter, and you know what I wrote.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, yes, it does. I wrote Frank that I hated him, that I wished him dead. I wished him dead, and now he is dead.
Laura, it was an accident. Frank was drinking. I was there when it happened.
But the point is, I wished it to happen.
Laura, a child might believe that a wish had something to do with it. But you are not a child. Your feelings are perfectly normal for a woman who has just discovered that her husband has been unfaithful.
Just found it out? Oh, no. I've known it all the time. He was always going off more and more, staying longer and longer, drinking, carousing. Well, I waited, and he always came back. But not to me, to Peggy. To Peggy, he was the most wonderful father in the world. And now he's dead.
And you had nothing to do with it. It was an accident, and can't you understand that?
Night after night, I prayed for his death. I knew he was with some other woman. Now, don't you understand that? I hated him.
But now there's no more reason to hate. There is no more reason to feel guilty. Is there?
No, I guess not.
Well, you don't sound very sure. Is there anything else?
No. No, nothing else. I understand. And I feel better.
All right. Then you've got to help Peggy because she's a part of all of this, and you've got to tell her the truth.
No, I can't. Not right now. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Besides, well, she was always her father's child. I could never even really talk to her. Adam, you tell her.
No, Laura, it's got to come from you.
No, Adam, you've helped me so much. You can help her, too.
I'm sorry, Laura. You are the child's mother, and you have to do it.
Adam, please. Please.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Where did you come from? Are you lost? You're nice, and you're the prettiest pony ever. Yes, you are. He's yours?
He's from the Ponderosa.
My mommy isn't home.
I know.
What's he doing here?
Well, it was his idea. He led me here. He seemed to know that there might be a little girl waiting for him. It's been kind of lonely over at our place. Matter of fact, we've been trying to find a new home for him. So if you would be willing to take care of him, he's yours.
Are you trying to make friends with me?
Sure. And he needs a friend. He's never ridden, so hasn't been very much fun for him.
I won't take anything from you.
Well, you'd be doing him a favor. I think he needs a little girl's attention.
You look awful sad.
Maybe he thinks you don't want him.
You mustn't think that. It's because, well, if I did take him, it wouldn't be because of you.
Of course.
And I still don't like you, you know.
Sure, but one thing has nothing to do with the other.
You don't have to worry anymore. I like you very much, and I'm going to take very good care of you.
Why don't you take him for a ride?
Would you like that?
Yeah, he hasn't been ridden very much. He sure misses it.
All right. I can do it myself. See? By myself.
Absolutely. A real expert. Now, which way are you headed?
Down that way.
Funny, I was riding that way myself. Mind if I ride along with you?
I don't care if you want to. Come on, boy. Go faster.
I bet he can, too. How about a race?
All right, where to?
Well, you know where Lefferts Pond is?
Uh-huh, over that way.
Okay, ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Sure you didn't just let me win that race?
Oh, you won it fair and square.
He is fast.
Well, sure, that's what I was telling you.
Will my daddy be surprised when he sees him?
Sure will. Where is your daddy?
He's on a trip.
He's been gone a long time, hasn't he?
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
Now it'll die.
No, just go away and come back again next spring.
No, they never come back.
Well, there's lots of others to take their place.
But it won't be the same.
You're right, Peggy. You know, it's kind of like that with people, too.
Nobody can take my daddy's place. He's coming back, he promised. Now let's go home.
That wouldn't be fair.
Why isn't it fair?
Because you've got to give me a chance to get even. See, you won the last race. Now I'm going to see if I can win this one. All right?
All right, but I'll bet I'll beat you again.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Let's go.
What's the matter? The race over?
I don't want to race anymore. You can win if you like. I'd like to go home.
All right. Come on, I'll ride along with you. Well, come on. This is the way, isn't it? What's the matter?
I don't want to go that way.
Why not?
I don't know.
Are you afraid? Why? Peggy, are you afraid because you know that your father's dead? Where's Peggy?
Upstairs.
What'd she say to you?
She wouldn't even talk to me. She just ran up to her room. Adam, what happened?
Oh, I brought a pony over from the ranch. I thought she'd like to ride him.
Well, that was very sweet. But surely that isn't what upset her.
No. We were becoming pretty good friends until the ride took us near the cemetery.
You showed her Frank's grave?
No, she ran away.
Then you never really got around to telling her.
I didn't have to, Laura. She knows that Frank is buried there.
Knows? But she couldn't know. That's impossible.
Well, she does, Laura. And she ran off because she was scared. She's afraid of the truth. She's afraid because she knows their father is dead and buried there, and because she loves him, and because the only other person she loves won't tell her the truth about him.
Well, she doesn't love me.
Well, even if that were true, it doesn't make any difference. She still needs you. So you have got to tell her the truth.
All right. Tomorrow.
No. Not tomorrow. Today. Now.
I don't know how to start.
Well, start by telling her what's happened. Tell her that her father isn't coming back again.
No, if I tell her the truth, she'll hate me just like Frank. Oh, yes, he hated me. Right from the beginning. But I don't really blame him. Because it was so terrible.
What was so terrible?
Me. Everything. I was afraid of him right from the first. I was afraid of him from the very first night. And I was afraid of myself. I was afraid that I would do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing or act the wrong way. I was afraid that I might be silly or foolish or childish. And I cried. And Frank broke down the door. And then he came in laughing, and I was crying, and I was calling for my mother. Oh, can you imagine that? A married woman crying for her mother. Well, he kept on laughing. And I was crying, and the more he laughed, the more I hated him. Oh, yes. I hated him so much. I wished he was dead. I wished he would go out and get killed and never come back. Oh, I hated him. I hated him.
Nobody can blame you, Laura, for feeling like that.
You don't understand. I drove him to other women. I made him what he became. It was all my fault. It's mine.
So that's where it is. Laura, you couldn't help what you did. But Frank couldn't help what he did either. When two people fall in love and get married, there's no guarantee that it's going to be a beautiful and easy life. You and Frank couldn't talk your problem out, so he drank and went someplace else for comfort, and you began to hate. You see, if we're lucky enough and, wise enough, we know that sometimes you can love a person for the things they're not, as well as for the things they are. But you and Frank couldn't seem to do it. So there's no blame now for either one of you, really.
Do you really believe that, honestly and truly?
Mm-hmm. Honestly and truly.
I was so frightened. So confused and so alone.
And there's nothing worse in this whole wide world. But you're not alone, you know that.
Yes, Adam. I know that. Thank you.
You don't love Daddy. You never did.
Peggy.
You don't want Daddy to come back.
I can explain.
It's all your fault because he isn't home, because he doesn't want to come home to you.
Peggy.
Don't you talk to me. I hate you.
Listen to me.
And I hate you, too. I don't want you. I want my daddy. It's all your fault because he isn't home, because he doesn't want to come home to you. It's all your fault, and I hate you.
Peggy. I have to tell her. Peggy?
48, 49.
Peggy, I have to tell you something.
51.
He's dead.
52. 53.
Peggy, your father's dead.
54. 55.
Don't look for him there. He won't
56,
come.
57.
He's dead, and he's buried in the cemetery. It's the truth, Peggy.
60. 61.
And I have to tell you because
62,
I love you.
63.
Peggy, dear.
64. Count, Mommy, count. And he'll come. You'll see, you'll see. 65.
Peggy.
66. 67. 66.
Peggy, he's dead.
69. 70.
Stop it.
Count, Mommy, count. He'll come. You'll see. 71. 72.
Peggy.
73. 74. 75.
76. 77. 78.
No, Mommy.
79.
Oh, he's dead. He's
80.
never coming back. Never. Never. Stop it. I know, Mommy. I know. I love you. I love you, Mommy.
Good morning.
Adam, you're early.
Which means that you're late getting ready.
Come on, Peggy. Adam's here to take us to the picnic.
Well, good morning, Peggy.
Morning, Adam.
That is a beautiful dress.
It's new. Well, we better hurry. Come on. We won't be a minute.
Would you rather have a coffee milk tea party?
No, why don't we just do as we planned?